This is the story of Blessed Carlo acutis and his highway to heaven. In 1991, he was born to the world. His parents moved to Milan in the town of Assisi, where St. Francis was born, after he was baptized in London. He had a great devotion to the Blessed Eucharist and Mary, also Jesus himself. As once Carlo Acutis said, if we get in front of the sun, we get a suntan. But when we get in front of the Eucharist, we become saints. That's what he said. At 7 years of age, he took the First Communion and he built a website dedicated to Eucharistic miracles. But sadly, he had leukemia in 2006 and he died for the Pope and the Church. Sadly, in October, Carlo died. Many people attended his funeral and he helped the homeless also. But then, during his intercession in 2013, a Brazilian boy was cured for a genetic disorder that caused him to throw up all the food, and he was cured by Carlo. In 2018, he was pronounced venerable by Pope Francis. And then in 2020, Carlo was beatified as the first millennial or Gen Z saint. Yes, the first millennial saint to use technology. Roll the clip.
Yes. He made these remarks from the Vatican as Carlo Acutis was being beatified in the town of Assisi in central Italy. EWTN's Vatican correspondent Colin Flynn brings us a report of Saturday's beatification.
Surrounded by the hills of Umbria and the forests of Monte Sumbasio, Assisi is one of the best preserved medieval towns in the world and the birthplace of St. Francis of Assisi. And this past Saturday, the town was alive as people from near and far arrived to celebrate the beatification of Carlo Acutis. The celebrations of this beatification actually started a week ago when the tomb of Carlo was opened and put on display. It attracted many young people who were able to see for the first time a soon-to-be saint dressed in ordinary typical clothes of a boy his age. Carlo was 15 when he died of leukemia in 2006. He had incredibly strong faith and used his knowledge of computer programming to create a special website dedicated to the promotion of the Eucharist. The Mass was celebrated by Cardinal Vellini at St. Francis's Basilica and was watched on a live feed in different squares and churches around the town. Young pilgrims who were in attendance said Carlo is someone they can look up to as a role model.